Hello, welcome to the Star Wars Stuff Podcast YouTube page. My name is James, and each week I'll try to upload at least one video with a topic or with some latest news. And then Mondays we release our actual podcast episodes every Monday on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, I should say. Sorry. And I'll put the links down below so you can see them. Also, we're going to start uploading all of our video podcast up onto YouTube, so you can catch them there as well. So this week there's no really news out, just some like thoughts I had about episode 9. Episode 9, of course, is the one thing that everybody is kind of talking about now. Everybody's like really excited about trying to get any little bits of anything, any information out from the movie they possibly can. So this week I felt I can probably just throw my hat in there as to what I think may happen. And I was recently looking at my R2D2 Sphero toy, which I got. It's awesome. It's so awesome. And I was looking at this guy, and I was thinking about R2D2, and I figured out that in episode 9, they have to answer a question that we've all had, a question that we've all been wondering about, which was, why didn't R2D2 ever tell Luke who his father was? Why didn't R2D2 ever kind of tell people what was really going on? Because if you think about it, R2D2 knows everything. R2D2 was in every main event there during the Clone Wars, prior to the Clone Wars, and then when Luke and Leia were born, he was there, so he knew everything. And I know some of you are like, but wait, his memory was wiped clean. It wasn't. C-3PO's memory was wiped clean. R2-D2 got to keep his memory, so he knows everything that happened before, unless there's like extended universe, or there's a canon, something I don't know about. But from what I do know is R2 knows everything. R2 understands what's been happening this whole time. So I was thinking about episode 9 and what could possibly happen, and we could possibly get a Snape to Harry moment. I remember in the Deathly Hallows where Snape shows Harry what was actually going on the entire time. We may get one of those moments here in episode 9 where Rey, we may get one of those moments in episode 9 where Rey and R2 are somewhere, and R2 then tells her everything that's been happening, and we'll find out why he never told Luke or Leia what was really happening. I think somebody somewhere told R2, hey, they need to find this out themselves. You can't be telling them what's happening. Could have been Yoda, could have been Obi-Wan. I mean, we don't know. We don't understand. We don't get it. But I'm hoping they kind of cover that base there in episode 9, because that's something that a lot of us have been wondering of, why didn't R2 ever tell anybody? So I'm hoping in episode 9 we get that moment where R2 shows, Rey, maybe he can do the holograph of some of the stuff that's been happening, and that may be able to tie everything together, and every event leads up to Rey. That's just wishful thinking. That's just something that I would love to see in episode 9, because let's face it, R2 really wasn't that prominent in Force Awakens or in Last Jedi. Last Jedi, he did have a few little bits there where he was able to come in and save the day, but compared to what he was doing in the original films, he's really not doing much here. So I think now at the end of The Last Jedi, when he and C-3PO are together, I think that's their way of showing, okay, now these guys are going to be able to go on to some adventures, and now it's going to be pretty cool to see them, what they're going to do now. And, it all goes back to what George Lucas said, which was the events of Star Wars are being told from the eyes of the droids. The droids are the ones who are kind of telling the story. We're seeing it through their eyes. We're seeing this struggle of this Skywalker family, because now that's what it is. It's the Skywalker saga. So we just need to figure out what R2's kind of role is in all of this, and I have a feeling Abrams is probably going to tackle this issue in episode 9. Tell me what you think. If I'm wrong, I probably am, but we'll I'll bring up more of my little theories I have throughout until the movie comes out, obviously, which is December 2019. Gotta wait so long, but it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be worth it. Thank you for watching this, and be sure to check out our podcast. I'll put the links down below, and may the force be with you always.